come with me. We're gonna war crime gun carries. Hey folks, it's your boy Grimbles, author of How to Use Your Son's iPad to Play Sports Bets and your power's president to rig those bets. And speaking of things that should probably be illegal, Kelvin got updated recently, and I can say the support build is dead and buried, and Beam Kelvin is so back. Unfortunately, Yoshi must have realized that giving us a 1.1 spirit scaling on our ice beam might be too much to handle, and has worked with a shadowy intelligence organization to keep us down by sprinkling various challenges in our way. For instance, our cooldowns? Atrocious. Our laning? Worse than the game. Our teammates? Let's just say they had to wear a football helmet to school so that they wouldn't try to bite the teacher. But none of that matters, because I just slam-fired 2 pre-workouts with labels that I'm pretty sure had an AI-generated panda with AIDS on it, and I'm 1 foot inside the ER, so let's do this. First things first, rush beam to tier 3, then path, then the Diddy Dome. We do not touch the snowball, because Yoshi keeps nerfing it and thinks that's somehow gonna stop us. So instead, we're spreading a 50% movement and fire rate slow to the entire enemy team, giving ourselves a 35% bonus spirit to hate crime teenagers faster, and maxing the regen on Dome so we can lock 7s in it and turn them into our own little plasma ball love bugs.
Don't leave me here! My house! My God!
It's 3 straight lines to victory, and before anybody mentions the T2 stamina debuff on snowballs, you don't need it. I know Kelvins that level the snowball, and they're all cowards. Next, let's talk items. Unsurprisingly, as this isn't a support build, we're lean maxing our item selection. Surge of Power to counter the movement speed nerf built into the Slurpee cannon, and to help you win those early game trades. Extended durations to make the suffering last longer. And cooldowns to keep the party going forever. You will need to eventually hit your green spike, as sometimes people shoot back, and that's where things get interesting. Fun fact, I'm functionally illiterate, and the first version of the script had me recommending Trophy Collector as a rush buy. As in my mind, every kill gave you like 2% ability range, 50 health, and a 0.2 movement speed. And not only does it do none of these things, it's widely considered the most useless item in the game. Do not ask me how, but prior to an Eternus player helping me sound out my vowels on this item, I'd rushed it for like 80 games since the March patch, and I have a comfortable 62% win rate with Kelvin. God only knows how. Instead, and due to legal reasons, this build cannot be considered a Beammaxxing build without Rescue Beam. But don't you worry, we're not going to use it to help people.
Whoa, hold on, wait.
You see, recently I spent some time in the EU servers, suffer-mogging on what I can only describe as the most unpleasant community known to man. Like, check this, nobody talks, nobody feels any joy, and despite all these people coming from countries that are just subsidiaries of Russia that refuse to come home, everybody thinks they're somehow different enough from their neighbor to hate them, despite a phrenologist not being able to even tell them apart. And you know what? It was during this time of absolute misery, surrounded by cheeky-breeky $2 microphones that were used as slur cannons, I developed a new technique, the forbidden Kinjutsu Betrayal Beam. To engage the Betrayal Beam, simply run along your ice path before looking back and selecting a teammate. Then grab them and yeet them full force into the enemy team using this momentum coded by Hoppo himself to send them crashing into the enemy. Why do we do this? Because it's funny and we live to ruin people's lives. So why should that stop with just the enemy team? Yeah, actually, speaking of ruining lives, a comment I've seen recently is people saying, well, I want to play the Kelvin, but I don't know when to dome. And let me assuage your fears here. There is actually never a good time to dome. The second you dome, no matter how perfect it is, someone is going to get on comms and scream, hey, Kelvin, let me in, drop the dome, Kelvin, I'm going to go off, Kelvin, drop the dome. So instead, ask yourself, why are you giving other men dome? I don't know, seems pretty gay to me. So instead, you should use it selfishly to help yourself secure a kill. After all, you're the carry, and your team's feelings don't matter. They should be happy that you're carrying the victory in the first place. Now then, let's take all we learned and apply it, and I'll see you next time. Alright, so fact of the matter is, I've been pretty much one-tricking Kelvin for like the last 6 months, and I'm pretty much going to do this to Eternus. So I think I'm going to start shifting my videos away from character-focused videos, and just like tutorials and stuff, and things I've noticed as I rise up to Eternus. So expect less character-focused stuff and more like, hey man, maybe you should use heavy melee to do things other than get parried in lane. Also, YouTube links are kind of stupid. If I put a link to my Discord in the description, they're gonna like shadow ban my video. So just hit me up with a comment asking for a link. If you want into the Discord to, play Deadlock or something with me, I'll go ahead and do that. So catch you guys later, and I'll see you for the next video.